Hey everyone, welcome back to another Alliance War. This is Season 40, War 4, and we're matched against GT40, the best war alliance in the game right now. It's going to be a really tough match. Starting off, I have that Hulkling on Node 2. That's the only thing I have in Section 1. Moving on to Section 2, I have Path 9, the Spidey Supreme, and the moleman. Then I have the Gore, that joining path right there. And then on Boss Island, I have King Groot, Punisher 2099, and the Sasquatch boss. That is a rank 5 Sasquatch that I have to take. Okay, so starting off, we have Node 2 Hulkling. I'm taking this fight with Valkyrie. Taken this fight a few times before, and the whole plan is just hit into his block, ignore the 60% protection, and yeah, eventually get him down when I get to a special 2. I could have used a advanced power boost to speed this fight up, but I kind of need to conserve those. I'm using a lot of gray boosts every season, so if there are opportunities where I don't really need to use one, like in this fight, I'm going to try not to, just because I don't want to have to be spending units on them because they're very expensive. Yeah, this fight's pretty simple. Hulkling is a little bit aggressive, will sometimes throw like a couple combo hits into the air, so I just need to be aware of that and don't spam dashbacks, do them controlled and make sure I know where he's going with his attacks. Yeah, if I do accidentally hit him a few times, that's also fine. I'm not really worried about that. I don't want to do it too much, though, because, dealing with his buffs and giving him power gain and then the indestructible, it's much easier if I just hit into his block. I actually had someone recently ask me why I hardly ever build up Valkyrie's bulwarks to, increase the special 2 damage. And my answer is just because it's unnecessary. Similar to Scorpion, why don't people heavy charge and throw a special for increased debuff duration? It's just unnecessary. You deal more than enough damage doing it a simpler way. You don't want to make any fights too complex. So that's what I do in a lot of my Valkyrie fights, unless I specifically need the utility of the bulwark. But yeah, while I was talking about that, Hulkling went down from that special 2 and a couple hits later. All right, moving on, we have Node 35 Spidey Supreme. I take Spidey Supreme a lot with Valkyrie just because she's just real safe against him. The only worry is if you're trying to hit into his block and then he lets himself get intercepted, which is why sometimes I do the light attack whiff beforehand if I'm not feeling safe about the dash in. But I don't know, today I was feeling a little adventurous, feeling a little cocky maybe with Valkyrie. And I was barely doing that this fight. I knew that even if I did get hit, it wouldn't be the end of the world, but I just wasn't expecting to. Anyways, throwing a little heavy, like he's Mysterio, but the fight's going down pretty fast. He is very squishy. I don't even have the instant bleeds yet, and I'm dealing a ton of damage. And right there, that was on me. That was not an AI thing. He wasn't holding block, so it was not safe to dash in, and I went in and let myself get intercepted. I intercepted him, but he missed, so therefore he was able to hit me. So here, I didn't really notice that it was my mistake. I thought it was just the AI being a dick. So I went back to the light attack whiffs, but when I looked back at it, I realized, oh, that was totally my mistake. But here, yeah, I want to play it super safe. I don't want to take another combo because that actually hurt a lot more than I thought it would. Yeah, that's just going to cost me a couple potions, but it's whatever. I think my first 2 wars, I didn't use a single potion, so this is kind of payback for that. All right, next up, we have Node 45 moleman. I'll also be taking this with Valkyrie. If you see my other war videos, I take moleman a lot with Valkyrie just because she shuts off the fight completely once you get 1 pierce. You don't have to worry about his unstoppable. And this season, moleman's a very annoying attacker because he gains those flourish buffs, and one of the easiest ways to remove the flourish is by hitting into the block, but you can't do that against moleman normally because of the unstoppables. So yeah, he's a pretty annoying defender this season, but Valkyrie takes away all of that worry because, yeah, at this point in the fight, he is never going to have an unstoppable that works again. They'll appear, but they're not going to do anything. He will react as if he is not unstoppable. Yeah, this is a very safe fight for Valk. I love Valk for hazard shift fights. because hazard shift debuffs, they don't apply when you're hitting into the block, so it really just plays into Valk's strategy of hitting into the block. Oh yeah, I guess another thing about this node is he gets these armor passives unless you hit his block, but again, that's perfect for Valkyrie. I'm already doing that, so I don't even have to worry about the node. It's just a very perfect matchup for her. GT40, one thing that makes them really good is they are very offensively and defensively capable, and they make sure that pretty much all lanes can't be taken with one champion. But if any of them do watch this video, hey, this lane here is not Valkyrie proof. Actually, please don't change that. Please, y'all are too good. You can just give us these lanes every once in a while. Anyways, got this Gore on node 47. It's just a Tiger nuke. I'm just gonna kill him with my special 2 before he can do anything. Power gain gets a little scary in this fight, I'm not gonna lie. Right there, he gives me a heavy counter. I'm able to land all 3 hits, which doesn't normally happen against Gore. And here he gets a lot of buffs, and he's getting a lot of extra power gain. And ooh, I dropped my special 2. Oh gosh, he's dead so fast. The reason I dropped my special 2 mid-heavy right there is because I didn't want there to be any chance of him dropping his special 3 before I could hit my special 2 button. So mid-heavy, just did that to be safe. If for some reason that didn't kill, hopefully I could have beaten him to the punch with the special attack. But luckily I didn't have to find that out. Alright, last Tiger fight of the war here is against this King Groot on node 50. It's a very safe fight for Tigra. I have a guidance actually, so I am gonna just parry medium real quick just to go ahead and pause my senses. And then we're just gonna bait his heavy, counter with ours, remove all of his furies. Try and do that one more time before dropping our own special 2. And I'm never able to build up a lot of ruptures before my special 2s in this fight, but it doesn't really matter. I'm not trying to stress about making sure all of my special 2s have plenty of damage. Here I get a little SP1 counter in. He's able to get some of those furies though, so I lose a lot of my ruptures. Here I just drop a special 2, because why not? I didn't want to get pushed to special 3. It's better to just dump my power in this fight. I didn't like the spacing on that special 1, so I decided I wasn't going to try and counter it. I just went back to heavy countering right here. Real easy. I think I take I managed to get an intercept there, drop one more special 2, and he goes down. Fight lasted under a minute, which is not fast by Tiger standards, but fast by most champion standards. Alright, last fight before the boss here is this Punisher 2099. I was originally assigned this with Diablo, and he would have been fine for it too, but I wanted to take this with Valkyrie. Plus, if I did take any chip damage with either champ, I don't need to re-heal Valkyrie after this fight, and I knew that she would solo, so I asked Liza if I could just use Valkyrie instead, and she gave me the okay. Just like most of my Valkyrie fights, strategy here is hit into the block. I had the advanced power boost left over from my Tiger fights, which makes its fight go by a little bit faster. I tested Valkyrie against Punisher 2099 in the off-season, and the special 1 is going to give him quite a few flourishes, but I'm just going to remove them pretty much instantly by hitting into his block, and the extra combat power rate he gets from the blocked hits wasn't a lot in the off-season when the tactic was working properly, and blocked hits were removing only 1 flourish, but now it's not working properly, and blocked hits are removing all of them, so I was not even worried about any amount of flourishes that he would get in this fight. Yeah, Valk is just a damage machine in war and just so much utility. Just one of the more perfect war champs out there. Here, the fight would have been over a little bit sooner, but he got that massive regen. But not going to rush anything. Didn't want to end a combo thinking it would kill and then end up getting comboed myself. So play it safe. An extra 15 seconds is nothing as long as you solo the fight. And yeah, this last fight of the war, Sasquatch boss, 830,000 health, a rank 5 from Alpha. And going into this fight, I had a strategy. I wanted to block a bunch, let Sasquatch gain those flourish charges, then I would drop my special 1 and I'd be instantly at special 3. Something I didn't notice, though, Sasquatch, I noticed it eventually, or right about now, but Sasquatch is not a tactic defender. I don't know why I thought that. When I ran the strategy by Taters, he also said I should use the strategy of blocking to make him gain flourishes, so I guess we both just had a brain fart here. So at this point, I'm realizing, oh wow, he's not tactic, he's not getting those flourishes, and I let him corner me. So yeah, let's get out of this corner and just drop a couple special 1s for some spacing, and now we're going to build up to our special 3. I wasted a little bit of time doing that, but I'm still very confident that Diablo is going to get this fight done in 5 minutes. So right now I'm just trying not to let the change in strategy shake me like it did last war against the Korg, where I messed up instantly. And this time I'm doing a pretty good job of, keeping my cool and just slowly building the special 3, not doing anything stupid. There I took a blocked hit and I was like, ooh, that's a lot of damage, but that's okay. And here I saw that Wrath was over, but I didn't realize that his Unstoppable carried over, and oh my gosh, I almost died. Hit him while he was unstoppable after that special 2. Hit me with a 5-hit combo where 4 out of 5 hits crit. Sasquatch has the 24% crit rate. With some extra masteries, maybe it gets up to like, I'll give him even 35%. 4 out of 5, that's 80% crit rate. Jesus. So after that near-death experience, I managed to get my special 3 off, get a lot of healing back, and get those poisons. And they are dealing a whole lot of damage. I'm able to refresh them with a special 2, and then I pause them right there with a special 1 to just like get some more damage out. And I almost get back to my special 1 in time, and look at that right. I should have thrown my special 1 immediately. I would have probably ended this fight a minute earlier. But yeah, now I only have 2 poisons on. I still have half of the fight time left, and I'm feeling really good. I'm feeling like I've recovered, even though I'm at 30% health. I know what to do now in this fight to like really manage his buffs, don't get hit, don't do anything stupid. But I'm hitting into him, and I'm realizing, his health is not going down. It's because of all that regen, and I'm not getting enough poisons on. I'm thinking, oh no, am I going to time out to this fight after everything that's already happened? So just trying to think these things through. I'm like, okay, I need to just get some poisons up. Just keep doing what I'm doing. Hopefully I can get a good amount of poisons up after he enters Wrath next and do some decent damage. But right now he's just mitigating a lot of it because of all of his charges. He's got 7 of them. So, and there he enters Wrath again, and I know, okay, now I can finally start dealing some damage once I'm able to find the opportunity to get some mediums off. And here I'm able to work my way out of the corner, very comfortable in the corner. Got those 3 poisons. Now I'm out damaging the healing. I got a minute and a half left. I know I can do it. I just gotta bring it home, man. Yeah, I've got 5 poisons up. I'm able to pause them. Feeling real good right now. I'm constantly healing from the poison suicide on me. I blocked that whole special 2 just to be real safe. And yeah, that was it. Took about 4 minutes. I almost died again to a boss fight. One of these days I'm going to have a clean war, but today was not that war. I'm just happy to keep the deathless streak alive. Well, that'll be it for this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.